If you're looking for the best AI note-taking app of 2026, you've probably noted that the market is crowded. But most of them just dump a wall of text in your inbox that you'll never actually read. And we've probably all been in there finishing a long call only to get a 20-page transcript that takes another half hour to work through and capture the information. So the problem isn't capturing the information anymore. It's about making that information useful. And most tools help you remember, very few help you to act. In this video, I'm showing you why I believe that MeetGeek is the top recommendation for 2026. We'll cover what's changed over the course of the last 9 months and how AI automation is finally turning notes into actual work. So what does the best even mean in 2026? A year or two ago, we were impressed if a bot could actually just identify who was speaking. Today, that's the bare minimum. And in my work with various organizations, I've observed that high-performing teams shifted their expectations. They aren't looking for a digital filing cabinet. They want a true meeting assistant. A solid tool in 2026 needs to do 4 things. First, it needs to provide automatic summaries that actually makes sense. Second, it needs to track action items without you prompting it. Third, it has to have a searchable history that functions like a second brain. And finally, it needs to automate the after-meeting chores. If your note-taker isn't talking to your CRM or project management tool, it's just another tab that you need to manage. In 2026, the best apps don't just capture what has happened and what was said, they actually help you act on it. MeetGeek isn't just another note-taker. I prefer to think of it as a conversational intelligence platform. Now, that's a mouthful, but it means that it actually understands the context of your meetings and business calls. Whether you are in HR, in product development, sales, the platform adapts. It handles the recording, the transcription, and highlights. I've noticed that it's particularly good at spotting those decision moments. You know, those moments in a meeting where everyone nods, but nobody writes it down. Well, MeetGeek catches those. It's trusted by teams like Papa John's and Decathlon, but it also scales down to individuals just as easily. It's designed to be a system that grows with your workflow. By the way, if you want to follow along, you can actually try this out yourself. You can create a free MeetGeek account using the link in the description below. It's a very practical way to see if it fits your specific meeting style. Let's get into the practical side. So once you're in, the past meetings dashboard is your central hub. You can filter by team, by meeting type, or custom tag. One thing that I've learned is that people have different comfort levels with meeting bots. Like sometimes you want a bot to join your Zoom or Google Meets automatically, and MeetGeek does that really well. But sometimes bots feel too formal or they aren't even allowed. And in this case, you can use the browser extension, which is super useful because it allows you to record a meeting without a bot joining. It works with almost any browser-based meeting call. And that's a really nice touch for sensitive interviews. If you have offline meetings or files from other sources, you can just upload them. There's also mobile apps for iOS and Android. And if you're having a coffee shop meeting or an in-person brainstorm, you aren't left out. MeetGeek lets you record with a bot, without a bot, or by uploading files. It's flexible, and that's what real work needs. Talking about transcriptions, well, the transcription engine supports over 60 languages now. It detects the meeting type and language automatically. And I've observed that its accuracy remains steady even with multiple accents in the room. But again, nobody wants to read a full transcript, right? And that's why AI-generated summaries are so valuable. They are structured and editable. You can adjust the depth depending on who you're sharing it with. If I'm sending a recap to a client, I want it brief. If it's for my internal dev team, I want more detail. You can also create video highlights. Instead of explaining a complex point again, you can just send a 30-second clip of the actual conversation. It's much more efficient, a way to keep everyone on the same page. Now let's have a look at what actually changed over the last few months, and this is where it becomes interesting for 2026. Now, MeetGeek's AI chat is a significant step forward. It allows you to ask questions across your entire meeting history. So for example, you could ask, what did we decide about our pricing structure last Tuesday? And it will pull the answer immediately. But it goes further than that. You can perform a cross-meeting analysis. For example, you might ask, what are the 3 most common objections that we heard in our sales calls in the last 2 months? And it will analyze all your calls and summarize the trends. And that's a level of insight that used to take hours and hours of manual review. There's also the introduction of AI voice agents. These aren't just passive listeners, they can actually help you run structured formats like screening interviews or basic demos. They work alongside you to ensure that no steps are missed. It's a little bit like having a junior assistant by your side who never forgets the agenda. If you want to have a deeper dive into how agents differ from standard assistants, I've put a link to the video breakdown in the top right corner. It's worth a look if you're curious about where this tech is headed. The last piece of the puzzle is what happens after the meeting ends. Now, MeetGeek integrates with over 15 native tools like Slack, HubSpot, or Notion. And with no-code platforms like Zapier or Make, you can connect to over 10,000 apps. You can set up a workflow where a meeting summary is automatically sent to a specific Slack channel. And every action item is turned into a ticket in your project management software. It turns a meeting into a trigger for actual work. And because we're talking about business data, security matters. MeetGeek is SOC 2 and GDPR compliant with data hosting options both in the US and the EU. So you don't have to trade your privacy for automation. It's a secure, professional-grade setup. So is MeetGeek the best free AI note-taker of 2026? Based on my observations, it's the most complete. Between the flexible recording options, the AI chat across meetings, the deep automation and AI agents, it solves the wall text problem. The free plan offers genuine value, and if you need scale, the paid options are quite reasonable. It's a practical tool for people who want to spend less time on taking notes and more time on doing the work that matters. Remember to create your free account using the link below to see how it works for your specific meetings and workflows. And if you want to see how this compares to other AI tools like ChatGPT for taking your notes, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.